So dear students, today I am explaining about Gamow theory of alpha decay. So all of you know that according to the Rutherford experiment, so from a radioactive element, the rays must be emitted. They are known as alpha rays, beta rays and gamma rays. Now according to the Gamow theory, suppose a radioactive element is there, from that alpha must be decay. So what happens about that one process? So since an alpha particle is emitted from a heavy nucleus as a discrete particle, one might enter the same tightly bound assembly of two neutrons and two protons pre-existed in the nucleus. Heavy nucleus might have a substructure of alpha particles as shown in the figure. According to the Frankel, for heavy nuclei, the formation of an alpha particle occurs in the coarse nuclear alpha decay. In the Rutherford experiment on the alpha particle scattering, it was found that even the fastest of such particles from radioactive sources having an energy of 10 million electron volt are replaced by atomic nuclei. Also, it was found that the more energetic the particle, it is turned back, even though the exact nature of the forces acting on the alpha particle are not known, but they can be assumed to be Coulomb repulsive force and strong nuclear attractive forces. So this is the alpha particle decay, the figure shows, and due to the high potential barrier arising from the Coulomb field around the nucleus, all the nuclei in a radioactive substance do not disintegrate immediately to give alpha particle. This is due to the insufficient kinetic energy that the alpha particle possesses to overcome the potential barrier. So consider the alpha particle pre-exists inside the nucleus. Before its emission, Coulomb's law can be applied only when the alpha particle exists outside the nucleus. If the alpha particle is considered to be separated from the nucleus of charge Z-2 e by a distance r from distance r, then the potential energy of alpha particle is given by, that is V is equal to 2z minus 2e2 square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r. So according to the Coulomb's law, the potential must be, it is V. So where z minus 2 is equal to Z is the atomic number of daughter nucleus. So in case of uranium 238, Z is equal to, that is 92. The height of the potential barrier for an alpha particle is, that is Vr is equal to 2z minus 2e square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r. So we know that r is equal to r naught a to the power of 1 by 3. Therefore V is equal to 2z minus 2 e to the power of 2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r naught a to the power of 1 by 3. So rearrange to this one, we put the value of 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 8.99 into 10 to the power of 9, and r naught is equal to 1.48 for me, and a is equal to 238 for uranium. Then we got it is equal to 28 million electron volt. So the interaction in the nucleus may be represented by a constant attractive potential U0 exerted over a distance r. It is spoken of as a potential well of depth U0 and of width r. Hence the potential energy is given by Vr is equal to minus U0 for R is less than capital R. The Coulomb potential and the constant potential energy U naught are joined for the sake of simplicity by a straight line at R is equal to R. The radial dependence of the net nuclear potential is indicated in the next figure. So you see the figure, it only shows the shape. The actual potential is generated by the rotation about the V axis, that is a three-dimensional shape. So the Coulomb potential V and the constant potential energy U naught are joined by a straight line for convenience at R is equal to capital R. The actual potential is generated by a rotation about the y-axis if the potential barrier prevents the entry of alpha particles from outside the nucleus. It should also prevent emission of alpha particles from inside the nucleus. Therefore, according to classical ideas, potential Vr is equal to 28 million electron volt is the minimum energy that the alpha particle must have to overcome the potential barrier and escape from the nucleus of uranium-238. But radioactive uranium-238 emits alpha particles of energies much less 4 million electron volt than the potential barrier. This phenomena cannot be explained by the classical theory. So in 1928, a scientist, his name is Gournay and Condon and Gamow, independently explained this paradox with the application of wave mechanics. The theory given by these scientists is called Gamow's quantum mechanical theory of penetration of alpha particles or Gamow's theory of alpha decay. According to Gamow's theory, if the motion of the alpha particle in the vicinity of a potential barrier is treated wave mechanically or quantum mechanically, there is a finite probability that the particle can leak through a barrier even though its kinetic energy is less than the height of the barrier. This type of leakage of alpha particle through the barrier is called tunneling effect. The Gamow assumed that an alpha particle may exist as an entity within a heavy nucleus and is in constant motion, bouncing back and forth from the potential wall. The alpha particle has a definite probability of escape each time it strikes the wall. Gamow's theoretical expression is obtained as log to the base 10 into lambda is equal to log to the base 10 V divided by 2R plus 1.29 into Z D to the power of 1 by 2 R to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1.72 Z D T to the power of minus 1 by 2, where lambda is decay constant, V is velocity with which the alpha particle move inside the potential well, Zt is Z minus 2 and T dash is the kinetic energy of the alpha particle. So this theory is applicable only to the ground state decays between even nuclei. Thank you.